Welcome to Building Barrels, where we explore the technology, planning, and development of adventure centers using man-made waves to spread the stoke of surfing. My name is Michael, and I'd like you to join me in learning everything we can about surf park development. Together, we can build barrels in our hometowns. So what exactly is building barrels? What does that even mean? Well, if you do a search on the internet for building barrels, you'll find a whole bunch of websites and YouTube videos devoted to the construction of containers for wine, big wine barrels. And that is not what we're about. Now, we are not at all about wine, nor their containers. When I refer to a barrel, I'm referring to some surf slang that is a description of what happens to a wave when it's the right size and the right conditions and the right shape when it goes over the reef or the bottom of the ocean. When it goes over that and it peels up and peels over and creates a little hollow section in the wave that will allow a surfer who's riding that wave, who has caught it and has dropped in and is riding the face, he can pull into that hollow section of the wave, get covered up by the wave curling over, disappear, and come out the other side. That's what's called getting barreled, and that's the barrel of the wave. So when I say barrel, that's what I'm referring to. Now, how am I going to build a barrel? Well, there are companies out there that have engineered the technology to actually create man-made artificial waves that surfers can ride. If this concept is new to you, surfing on a man-made wave, you probably have at least been to a water park or a wave pool at Disney's Typhoon Lagoon or some other wave pool at the county park nearby. And you've probably been in that wave pool that generates a whole bunch of undulating waves that don't break. And it's just a whole bunch of heads bobbing, and it's pretty fun. But it's not so much fun for somebody who wants to surf, because you can't surf those waves. You really have to have the proper engineering of those artificial waves to hit the bottom of that pool in a certain way to create a wave that a surfer can ride. Now, the technology is now out there to actually create a wave that barrels. And so there are man-made artificial waves out there that surfers can catch and ride and surf on. It's quite amazing. So when I refer to building barrels, that is what I'm referring to. But I'm not an engineer, and so I'm not going to be the one who actually builds barrels. But what I want to do is create a destination, an adventure center, where surfers, no matter the skill level, where anybody can come to learn to surf. And no matter whether it's near the coast or not. Myself right now, I am living in the Charlotte area, which is about 3.5 hours from the ocean. And I grew up surfing, and I want to surf now, but I can no longer surf on a regular basis because of my location. I would love to drive 30 minutes from my house to go surfing. However, there's not a facility near me like that. There isn't anywhere to go surfing. So clearly, that might be an opportunity there. And that's where building barrels comes in, is I want to go out there and build a surf park. Now, this is not an easy task. Surf parks are crazy expensive. And not only is it expensive, it's a huge challenge. It's a big undertaking to develop a surf park and build a surf park. And I've been working to find the right kind of business model. And over the course of this time, I have come across other people who want to also develop surf parks. And so building barrels is a means for me to share my experience in developing a surf park while I share the knowledge, successes, mistakes, whatever may happen over the course of my development of a surf park with others so that they can learn too and develop their own. Now, there are companies out there, a lot of people out there who want to go and be the one and only. So they're very, very tight-lipped about the information that they have. I don't believe in that. I want to empower anyone out there who's in my shoes that wants to develop a surf park to be able to. And I'm not saying that through building barrels, everybody's going to be able to do it, because it is not an easy process. I've found that out, and it's just a big challenge. However, if I can make it easier on somebody, then I want to do that. And so that's why Building Barrels is here, to follow my efforts in the endeavor to build a surf park in my area, as well as other areas. I'm not just going to try one and then that's it. I do want to develop other ones, but I know that I'm not going to be the one to develop a surf park in every city across the country, much less the world. I want to be able to travel anywhere and go surfing. If I can share the knowledge and allow other people to do it as well, or allow other people to have the knowledge to do it, then it seems to me like that's a pretty good way of doing things. So that's what Building Barrels is about. You can kind of look at it as a mastermind, so to speak, for surf park developers. I really want to establish, not just going out there and preaching this kind of knowledge and distributing this kind of knowledge, but I want to create a community where surf park developers want to be surf park developers wherever you are in the whole idea. It could also be a community where an investor could come to be introduced to a developer in his area, or introduce developers to investors, or maybe engineers who want to get in this area and they are not working for a artificial wave technology provider, but they want to get started in that. Surfing technology providers could come and share their knowledge. Or if they have new technology that's coming out, they can share it and they can let everybody know about it. Whatever it is, I want to be able to create a community for everyone to come together, share their ideas, share their challenges, share their successes, and brainstorm and help each other, and really bring surfing to all areas of the world and not just relegate it to the coast. So that's what Building Barrels is about, and this may have been a long-winded post, but I just want to have a community where we can talk and really push this along, because it is challenging and we need each other's help. So all that being said, if you want to keep up to date on surf park developments, surf park trends and ideas, or if you're an aspiring surf park developer like me, or maybe you're an investor or engineer or whatever, please give me a like, follow me, and whenever I get around to putting a website together, I'll drop that on here. But post some comments, ask some questions, offer suggestions. Let's do this together and we'll build barrels all over the world. Thanks. See ya.